ton of things going on, and we'll see how this game shapes out. But dude, honestly, that was probably one of my most like I had a really good time casting that last match. It was really, really fun.
Ditto, Bart. I mean, it was an action-packed round, no shortage of carnage, as we've expected throughout every single game we've seen in this series. And hey, here we are on, like you said, beautiful, fabulous Miramar. I've got my sun tanning lotion on. Let's get it.
Fabulous Miramar. I don't think I've ever heard fabulous be used to describe Miramar, but honestly, I'm here for it, and I'm very down. I love it.
Fabulous.
Oh my gosh. I love it, guys. This man, I love him. He's great. If you guys don't know him, get to know him. He streams sometimes. You should watch it. But let's go ahead and get into this match. You guys might see in the top right-hand corner that there's only 14 teams and 55 alive. We had a team decide, nah, we don't want to continue, and one player needed a sub. But we are doing a hot drop. It is going to be Zyko, who is not going to be going for his typical 9 mil. But now Odasaka, he is going to trade. And, well, a shotgun is a good gun to have at this point in time. And SKZ is going to be the last one alive for Resmi, as someone actually sniped away, what was it, Spectro? Yeah, on top of the roof. So I think it might have been Boatman. But the flush is incoming, and there's no one really down and out on the side of Dub Hub. Ooh.
No, yeah. And we're seeing it over here near Power Grid. Ice It Nasty with his team putting it together and really executing some of them first few kills there on a Power Grid.
Well, good grief. Ooh, okay, good shots coming out to him. Dude, did he just... Oh my gosh, okay, he iron-sighted that. Dude, respect. Much respect for that one. Well, I'm kind of surprised, but yep, Dub Hub, they're just going to push in. Hey, man, can you do... Oh my gosh, okay, we got to talk about the circle a little bit, but can you zoom in onto Los Leones for me and just keep it on that fight?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm expecting Dub Hub to just immediately kind of push in on here once they get all their buddies all ready, all geared up, and, go for a trade. So can't wait for it. And Joey and Boatman, they're on the front lines. They're like, all right, boys, let's go. Come on. Let's do this. So blue zone nade coming in, doesn't do anything. They're anticipating trades, trying to wait, trying to push, trying to play it as a team, and they're just being methodical about it, which I appreciate, good sirs.
There's nothing nicer than a nice methodical approach to any scenario in PUBG. You got to approach it with that mindset of Rainbow Six Siege rather than just let's go, boys.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Rainbow Six, I have nightmares about. Like, I played it like 2 times, and I was like, "This is just gonna be fun." It was not fun. But Ice It Nasty, he has the right idea. They are inside the open space, and well, he spots out one, doesn't get the trade. He's on legitimately 1 HP. SKZ trying to play it right with his team. Boatman goes down low. SKZ finds one. This is turning around, and Lichich is the only one that has a lot of HP. Ice It still just on 1. He is using a med. SKZ, well, the flush comes in, the trade, and now Spectro is the last one alive on the other side of the oil tanker. They're trying to swing it together, but from the side, Spectro continues, and now Ice It in a 1v1. Res me, can they clutch it out? Spectro, well, the flush incoming, and Spectro just playing for that 1v1. He's not going for the flushes just yet, trying to catch him out. And, well, happy feet, but oh my gosh.
Oh.
I have no idea how Spectro did that, and I don't know why it just shot me over here. Okay, that's fine.
What a
but
flip.
Spectro,
What a flip from
dude,
Spectro.
what? I don't even know how that happened, but that was absolutely beautiful coming out from him. Dub Hub goes down, and Spectro, I fear he may not be long for this world, as Hot and Spicy and the rest of Pest Control, they are hunting. They're trying to be exterminators. But guys, okay, the reason why is because the circle has to touch playing path on esports unless it's changed, and this is how much it's touching playing path. That is crazy to see it be quite like that, but it worked out for them. So I'm going to leave the map up over here, and I'm just going to wait until our boy Spectro gets found out, because I feel like the hunters are hunting. And granted, Spectro, he's casually looting, just waiting, trying to find something.
this is certainly going to be a round for the Predators, Bard. I mean, you know, looking at such a polarized circle down here in the southeast of Zone 1, excuse me, with so much water being in this first zone too. I mean, all these teams that are in the northwestern side of the zone are going to have to compact into the northwestern portion of this phase 1 zone.
Well, some people are just getting by that as they're using pickups to just kind of bypass everything. But now it looks like some shots ringing out, and good grief. They go down by 1, and from the other side, Raising Cane's put some damage in.
Yeah, Raising Cane's from Tempest Gaming here, trying to push in and provide some more points for his team. And there's been no shortage of chicken in the lieu of Raising Cane's tonight. He's definitely put some bullets to pen there.
Yeah, Tempest, they've had a very up and down game, but honestly, it's generally is the correct word in this instance. It's generally up, so good for them. Hugh is kind of the solo against Sir Uwu, and X10 does so much damage with the nade, but unable to connect with anything else. Now he's just waiting. Yeah. The peek's coming in. Good damage. And Tempest, again, they're playing methodical, playing it correct, and I love it. And Q5 and PD actually fighting each other, and we're going to switch to that just because of the top of the table. Seifu takes a lot of damage coming in from Tony. He should go down one more shot, but the M16 is unable to do so. And Q5, they lose 2 members, and Glock doesn't even get traded. Seifu gets out of there alive, and now the push on to good grief, but it is going to be X10 finding 1. Palix pushes up. Good stun coming out from him. 1 jump down. Nope. Sir, ooh, can he find this? All right, good flick coming out from Palix. But the nade from the side, that's a good nade, and Hugh's actually going to find him. And, well, one gets flushed, but I don't know. Kind of worth it in that scenario.
Yeah, very well placed frag grenade there from Sir Uwu of Good Grief Gaming. I mean, that definitely kept that team in the position there that they needed to be in.
Well, Spectro is eliminated, but Spectro, ooh, okay, Spectro did find 1. The trade apparently just not working out well enough, and they should be able to get spicy, but it was well done from Spectro to at least get another point.
100%. I mean, we're starting to see transfers from all these teams into Los Leones. And I mean, I think there's no doubt, Bard, that we're about to see ourselves in a match where we're going to get a lot of action going into phase 3 to phase 4.
See, I hear you. I can't help but actually kind of just... Okay, we'll talk about it a bit. But Mira, they're going to go ahead and find Raising Cane's. He's going to get flushed away immediately. And now Tempest is like, guys, we just fought. Can you give us just 1 break, please? I would really appreciate it. But no rest for the wicked or the weary. And Muri, he took a
nice spot by Hooligan there.
Yeah. Well done. Dude, Hugh is nasty. He was a really good player. I'm sad that he took a break. Good shots, ring out.
A pixel. It's Hooligan from Tempest, no doubt.
All right, the stun not going to find anything. Q5. Ooh. Oh, they're destroying chips. Good shots coming out from Q. Is going to go ahead and find him. There's no way that man can be rezzed. Now from the other side, Palix has to protect his team from the exact same spot as he was before. And, well, that is a good molly. He's going to find him. He's actually going to chase after him, but the hip fire is going to find 1, but Q5 is doing damage in the kill feed as well. PD losing a lot, but Q, he has to clutch it out for his team. Q5 down to 1 member.
Hooligan here absolutely down to 1 member. This is going to be a really difficult situation for him to get himself out of there. I mean, he's going to have to...
Oh, that was a good try. That was a good try.
It really was.
Seifu, though.
Valiant effort, sir.
Wait, why did it go back? Why did you do that, game? Please, no. I don't know why it does that. All right, well, PD, they do find the last member of Q5, and PD somehow make it alive. And, well, there was no way to get rezzed. It didn't matter anyway because all of them died, and we... So this is why I say that there's not going to be a lot of, like, fighting in the next couple of zones. There's no one to fight. We have 9 teams. We are almost in placement points, and we are, like, ending phase 1. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the action went down very early in this match. There's no doubt about that. And, I mean, are we going to see a lull here? Are we going to see a nice little 7th inning stretch, if you will?
Yeah, we should. That's honestly what I'm expecting. So, because if you look at these teams, oopsies. Okay, so you see them scouting, PD scouting. They're looking at all of Leonis, so they kind of know that this quadrant is relatively free. They see Boundary and oh my god. Okay,
What
maybe we're just
are we
wrong
witnessing, Bart?
because this is like a phase, what, 6 circle right here? Like, this is crazy. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I'm just a caster. I'm here for craziness. I have no idea what PUBG is doing. PUBG is ruining my life, their lives, and everything in between, and it doesn't matter because I am here for it.
This is why we cast instead of crash, Bard. I mean, you cannot predict the circles in a battle royale, and we're seeing it right here. I mean, this is going to be a really, really fun mid game.
This mid game is an end game. Like, there's what 30% of the zone is unplayable. Well, at least we got a couple more members in because R.E.A.L, or not R.E.A.L, Miraruim, they did get their final member back up, and Pest Control got one of theirs back. So you know, we're getting a little bit more playability, but this is crazy. What the heck is this circle? I do not understand. Like, that's the best I got for you. I'm a caster and I'm at a loss for words, man. All right, Ghost Riders. One of them gets shot. Good shots coming out from Waloo, but it does not get him down. Tries to go for another. Unable to do so. Snorlax now the last man, but apparently he gets a freebie as he is just able to get away with no issue. But now it is going to be R.E.A.L Esports that might kind of be holding out Pest Control. Pest Control is making their way down the road. They did see at least one pass on by. They now see another one for sure. Shots still come in from Trimble. Apparently he got a tire. He spun out in Trimble trying to find the last couple of shots. They might actually be able to get the res if he smokes out. I'm surprised his teammate didn't even try to help him out, but shots coming in from R.E.A.L, and well, there goes both Trimble and Oni. Oni taken down by Boundary. Trimble with a nice bolty headshot by Daz.
Yeah, Trimble from Victorious, they're really putting that M249 to work and being able to pop that tire from Tempest. I mean, what a great turnaround for them. But they're going to be able to get the res off at least.
They should be. I think they will. Yeah, I mean, there's enough cover. But Quinn, he is going to find Gabri from... I don't even know how he found him. I thought he was safe at that point. But Conf pops on over, and he just immediately gets traded.
Yeah, nice shots there from Glock there to be able to turn the tide for PD in that position. I mean, potentially dangerous. They showed up today to play, and there's been no shortage of carnage out of that team.
Well, Pacey Crusader, the coach for Boundary, is just kind of opting to get on out of there. And we see Rise. It looks like Chilla was opted to stay so that he could have a vehicle for the team as wherever they go as the scouting comes in. But Tony found from behind. Miraruim takes another for their point total for the game.
Yeah, Toxic with 3 kills on the board for Miraruim. Really good gameplay out of him at this point in time. And we, you know, they're doing the very best that they can.
You know, that's all we can ask. You know, fair enough. And, you know, I said that there was going to be a lull, and there was a lull in, like, team fight. No, I guess not. Never mind. I lied. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. It's fine.
Well, you know, Bart, I mean, when we see a circle like this, when nearly 50% of the playable terrain is waterbound, I mean, there's no doubt that we're going to have some action. We have to.
That is true. So we'll see where it goes. But Rise, they have a nice free compound. They're only 9 teams again. Like, this is crazy. But everyone's like, dude, Pest Control this position, and many different lobbies this would be fine. But the fact is, it doesn't matter. Circle is still having about 30-40% in water, and teams need to end up in Mimic. Dude, Mimic have a great spot. This typically ends up like one of these 2 edges of the road. So we'll see where it goes from here. But Mimic putting in some damage on to Team R.E.A.L. And Back Monster, well, I mean, his blue bag apparently isn't doing too hot. But hey, Hot and Spicy, he gets to go up with his team, man. He gets to meet up because he's been away from them for a very long time.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, Bart, I think I was sniffing up a potential mortar placement there out of Mimic on their current position.
I think you were, my good sir. I think they might have gotten shot off of it, but we'll see. Because you got to have it protected, because like as soon as you're locked into it, you're kind of guaranteeing that you're there. There it is. Okay. Yep. Flax has it nice and protected, which I like. That's a good call. And he's just setting it up for later. It's not even for like a now thing. It's just in general. So he's putting as many mortars as he can beside it to just make sure that that thing is ready to fire.
Absolutely. I mean, there would be nothing better for me to see than a nice couple of knocks out of Mimic and then followed by a nice mortar there, Bard.
No. There is one thing better. Quad kill, 1 mortar. That's it. That's all that you need.
Oh,
Quad kill, one
if
mortar.
that happens, 100 subs from Cap. Guaranteed.
All right. Only team I don't want it to happen to is Rise. Anyone else is fine. All right. Blissey is going to find Daz. Ooh, hold up. Oh, they crashed? Oh my gosh. Okay. Pest Control just absolutely taken down Ghost Riders. And the last one is just in the compound further back. And I don't know. I guess they just didn't know what was happening. But now victorious, they're going to go on to Hot and Spicy. And Pest Control, they're going from one fight to another. And Hot and Spicy doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what's happening. He finally knows. He knows that at least one is there. His teammates are calling it in. Shots are ringing out. But now Spicy, he's trying to get away. But Mimic, R.E.A.L, they're able to spot him. He's trying to survive, and he cannot find a home. Joshy, though, is going to be the one who's found at first. And Hot and Spicy is no longer for this world.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Hot and Spicy and Joshy there in that particular situation, but we cannot discredit the fact that Hot and Spicy was able to spot out that rotation when it happened from the flight drop. He did the best he could in the scenario that he was in.
I don't think that there's much that you can do in all honesty, but that is kind of a Hail Mary nade, and if that does anything, I was going to say, I don't know what I'm talking about at that point. But PD, they're going to go ahead and get the res. Circle is closing in 26 seconds. And, well, PD is going to get their teammates back in time. But who knows? Honestly, I think that they might just die. Penry, though, he knows exactly what's happening. He sees the team, or, well, the person coming out of there. Kevin, I fear for his life as he's nowhere to be found in a safe spot. Okay, I might have lied. He's in not a good spot, but not a horrible spot. But Zone finally goes off of water, and we have more members coming in. But now the question is, do they survive? Topic taking shots over at PD as they make their way in. And Tony and Oni, what a duo, man. What a name duo. But Kaboom's taken down by Panna. Trimble just gets the flush as R.E.A.L sending a member over, and Beleda is deciding, hey, you know what? This is probably not going to work out for us. Let's just back off of this one. I don't like it no more.
100%, Bart.
Ooh, Tony onto 1 HP.
Nice shots out of Topic there.
Auto. No. You look at that and boy, you auto that. I believe. Still, PD able to keep all 4 members up there is honestly amazing. And again, PD just play very, very well. They play very just strategically. You got to give them love.
Absolutely. I gotta give you some credit here, Bard. You called it earlier about a phase and a half or so ago about, you know, the particular position of where the circle was going to end up. We finally see a northern transition, and, you know, hey, Team 7's going to have an opportunity here. They have a great central location, and they're going to be able to execute.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what happens now. It only matters what happens when circle finally ends. But Pacey has to be very careful because I saw a couple of people taking shots at him. PD, though, trading with Boundary. And, well, Mira Ruim actually going to go ahead behind Boundary and just pick up a nice little spot for themselves inside zone.
I like it. I like the rotate. I like the transfer. This is anybody's position here on the east side of the map. There's no doubt of action over there. We got, what, 5 teams at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
But respect, honestly, on the honking while driving. And, oh, my God. I don't know how you made it out. But, you know, you did it in style with the vehicle I was not expecting.
I'm a Barbie girl, Bard, and living in a Barbie world.
All right, guys, and that's it for the stream. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. That's it. That's it. No more. I quit. No, it's fine. No, that's a good one. I have never seen that Bucky skin, and I don't know if I want to see it ever again. In all honesty, I think I've been scarred. But yeah, see, this is kind of the lull that we were kind of expecting. Again, a lot of shots are trading out, but people are essentially just finding the little spots inside zone where they can go ahead and play. So there's going to be like maybe half a circle until we're coming back in. But basically, like this should be it for the next zone. We're just waiting for another 30 seconds to see where it comes in. Rise might come in on the north. They might go ahead and take the fight onto R.E.A.L. If they can get a knock onto R.E.A.L, they're fighting. Like, that is a guaranteed fight waiting to happen because that is the best spot for them to push into. So right now they're just going to control as much as they can of the outskirts. But if they get a knock, that's your bottom that they're going in. Glock, though, he's taking some shots. Topic now comes out and tries to trade, but unfortunately doesn't do any damage. So, okay.
Rotation here, absolutely.
Block, he's done so well. Conf, though, going to go ahead and find the trade. He goes down a little bit low, going to go for the res immediately. Circle does shift over to Victorious, so it is going to be an Eastern ending. And this is good for a lot of teams, but not good for Rise.
No, R.E.A.L's going to have to make a decision here of whether or not they decide to just push in and try to take the location on the western edge or rotate. It looks like they're going to go for a southern rotation.
I did see an emergency kit, which I appreciate, but now PD, they've lost 2, and now Boundary, they got to be careful, but they also want to push. I know that this team is just itching for kills, but Topic goes down. Now it's pure 2v2. Conf dead. Tony peeks on over. Pacey Crusader needs to clutch it out, unable to do so. Penry, the man, the myth, the person that we all know and we very much love. Nade comes in. It looks like it was good, but unable to find anything else. And, well, it looks like he's backing off, and Mimic unable to do anything. And that is a good nade. And Penry was the one with the EMT kit, which I was not expecting, but able to get his teammate up very quickly. Goes for his own first aid as Rise actually shifting on the south. Oni comes over across, and now Pacey is dead. Topic, the last one alive, finds one, unable to find the other, and potentially dangerous. Continue to be nasty, but they have lost 2 members. Rise do have to be careful because they have a member inside of their compound, and they do know about him. It is Snorlax, the boy, the homie. The stun goes a little bit too far. Back monster peeks on over, and down he goes. Rise's first point of the game. Well, first kill point of the game, because they are now inside placement points as Victorious just peeks on down and takes shots over at Rise.
Yeah, great shots there raining out of R.E.A.L Esports. Snorlax doing the best that he could there, being the last man for his team. And hey, we can't be discredited with that.
All right, now Circle has to close before these teams really make a move, because everyone is relatively spread out and there's not much to do. And you can see the nice little lovely logos. Again, shout out to Jax to making them nice and transparent, because some people had backgrounds, which definitely messes up things. If you ever join, please make sure that your logos look pretty. All I'm asking. And is that me being horrible? Possibly. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm a caster. And this is also a beautiful and perfect time to remind you guys, if you want more FPP events, go ahead and type in !Rise. You'll get a link to the Discord. You should go ahead and join it and then sign up for FPP scrims, as FPP is going out of... We believe it's going out of esports. And I want to cry, and it makes me very sad. So if you guys want more FPP events, join the Discord. And then, you know what? We might even do like some crowdfunding. So then, you know, we could have like a pretty big prize pool, and we could have really, really good teams play. And then all of these teams can get rewarded for their very hard work. But Shakooch, he's going to go ahead and pick up Welu. Oh my God.
What a
this
transition.
Circle. Dude, wow. I said like this road is always it. Quinn, though. Ooh, I thought he actually messed that one up, but Sharp Shot is not here, and therefore Mimic is down to 3, but it does not matter. They have a beautiful position. Well, they had a beautiful position inside zone, as the Rise War specifically is having a rough go of it, and there's no way that he can get rezzed. So unfortunate for him. Man has barely a chance to fire his gun, it feels like. But Victorious taking shots all at the remaining Rise boys, as they have to find a way inside zone. And, well, whatever way that is, you can guarantee you that it's going to be faced with adversity.
Absolutely. Yeah, very difficult rotation for R.E.A.L Esports here. They're going to have to rotate to some capacity, more likely than not counterclockwise. But hey, what we're seeing out of Miruim here up on the higher defilation is what's got me excited.
Well, potentially dangerous. I guess they just did not know, and now they are in not a good spot. And Toxic is unable to find good enough damage. He's actually going to go ahead and go down. And, well, that was risky, and I was very worried for them. Back Monster, though, is getting shot from up top as well, and there's no way. They're combining. They're working together. They are unfortunate and unhappy teammates, but Pest Control somehow eliminated Rise, working well, but Back Monster does go down. Victorious able to pick up some of those points. Now Arson with a disgusting buggy. But he's trying to find something. But Arson, he doesn't have a lot. But what can he do? He's going to go ahead and try to grab that spot the Pest Control had, but Victorious, they are going to overpeat this. This nade comes in. It might go a little bit too far. It may be perfect, and it is just too far.
Yeah, Arson and the Barbie buggy there is really being able to... I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You just
caught me. Keep it going.
you caught me by surprise. I'll be 100% honest. But Arson, he is on the road. Wolu is trying to find him, but I think he should peek him out pretty quick. And dude, just pixels that separate him from spotting men out. So, but no one's pushing onto Victorious, and I think he might have spotted him at that point. Well, he knows about the smokes. Now he spotted him. He knows what's going on. Victorious, they are going to just go ahead and push onto a lonely Arson. And, well, he goes down now a 4v3v3 as Mimic, Miraruim, and Victorious are the final teams. And, again, Mimic, they have 3 players, but don't count them out because they're already top 3.
Yeah, you can never count out Mimic. I mean, you've got IQ and X-Quinn here and Flax really trying to do what they can with the situation that they're in. And hey, if anyone can turn something around, it's this team here. There's no doubt about that. They've got a great Western position. I'm gonna guess that it's their game right now. I mean, considering position.
I'll be 100% honest. I highly disagree. Victorious should be able to clutch this out. Hey, it's not even a clutch. They should just control, especially with that circle. That circle shift just gives it to him. But Mimic was always going to have a hard time because the road was never in their favor. So we'll see what happens to them. They're just spreading out util. And, I mean, look at how much util they have. It is really well done. They have 12 smokes and then 2 launchers. So that's 14. Quick math. But Miraruim and Mimic, you kind of imagine that they're just going to try to fight each other and try to make sure that one of them can get the second spot. But Victorious, they're just going to slowly close their grip, encase them in a smothering embrace of lead, leading them to their final moments. But Mimic, they're trying everything in their power to turn the tide. But Victorious already sees them. They know exactly where they're going. Actually, I lied. I thought some bullets were ringing around them. But Walu has been spotted. Walu should be taken down, and indeed he is by IQ. The trade might come in. Quinn goes... He doesn't go down. Walu got traded again. Oh my gosh. Victorious down 2 members in an instant, and now this is a possibility for every single team. Trimble, now this is a horrible position for him. He's alone all by himself. He does not have anything except an M249, which is a fantastic gun. He has 3 gear, but he's getting shot in the back. He goes down to a frag in the back, and down goes Trimble. Victorious torn to shred in an instant.
This is why we love PUBG, Bart. In literally a matter of seconds, we can see a shift in potential, and that's what we're witnessing live right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, apparently, you know, I said it was Victorious's game to lose, and you said it was Mimic's. Mimic's looking at a decent spot, so, you know, I don't even know, man. Let's go. All right, Victorious, kabooms. He has to clutch it out. He doesn't have any kills on his team. Trimble with the most with 4. But it's talk about an interesting game here, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we saw phase 1. We loved the southeastern shift, and it's really turned out to be a game where it's flipped back and forth. This is a ping pong match, Bard.
It really is. I don't know who it's between. PUBG, the teams, the casters. I don't know, man. Let's get the fans involved. I don't even know how we're going to do that, but we're going to do it. But Miraruim with Marie. Him being here, honestly, is really big. If Mimic spots him out and can get a knock, that's going to put the game more into their favor. But if he can stay silent for just long enough to get... No, IQ knows. IQ spotted him. Yep, good shots coming out from IQ, and that's a headshot. You could see and how he was playing from then on. But kabooms, he has to deal with 2 teams that are all around him.
You know, good luck having an IQ higher than the man himself. I mean, if anyone's going to land that heady, it was IQ, and he did when he needed to, and they know everything that they need to do going into this final phase.
I quite legitimately put my head onto my mic when you said that, but I love it. The dad jokes are strong with you, and I appreciate it. But oh my god. Oh my gosh. All right, well, Mimic, they are the ones who are being the most active, and he does have to make his way across. It's not looking good for him. And, well, Mimic, they should just kind of, like, taper this really well. As soon as he starts to move. No way, Quinn! Ooh. Was Quinn... Oh, Quinn is... Oh, okay. Well, somehow Miyu making it across saves him, but now Quinn has to make it across, and the sooner he does that, the better it is.
What's going on here, Bard?
I don't know. I don't know why Quinn isn't moving. I thought he would, but... I guess he's trying to play a spoiler, but Mimic should say that, like, he knows he's going to be out next zone. Like, there's not a question about that. Like,
of course,
if he's inside zone, like next zone, I know nothing about this game, which, all right, I take that back. Yeah. I take that slightly back. Hold on. There is a chance. It's just not a high chance.
True. Yeah. The decision to backfill on the western side of the street is definitely interesting. I'm curious to see what the thought is here.
Okay. I'll be honest, I don't know Miraruim as much as I know Mimic and the players on Mimic. So I'm automatically kind of drawn to advocating for Mimic doing well here. Like, Flax had an amazing season, making it into the round of 16 for PAS, which was insane. Or was it finals? I don't remember, and I apologize, Flax. IQ, he had a run with Duel that looked really strong until groups, which was hurt my soul. And Quinn, I mean, he's just been a staple of the game. So, well, we are on to phase 9. Circle is going to close, and everyone has to condense. There is no question about it. Wait, why did I even talk about Circle closing and Quinn not being in it? I'm going crazy. It's fine. I literally was thinking too hard about the game that I forgot about the rules of the game.
It's okay. It's all fair and play in PUBG. I mean, there's no doubt though that, I mean, in terms of like positional advantage, Miraruim has to execute here. If they fail to execute from the eastern side of this hill, I mean, it's going to be a disappointment for them. But if anyone can disappoint it, we're watching them. Miraruim. Victorious.
Well, Kabooms, he has the decision. It's a riskier run to go ahead and try to fight Mimic here. So all things considered, he should probably get pushed into Miraruim as there's more cover and a better chance for him. But there is a chance he gets a knock and just immediately pushes on to Mimic. So it's totally a toss-up. There's so many probabilities and possibilities, but Mimic closest to the dot as things stand. And honestly, I like the fact that Miraruim have kept their util, because I don't feel like a lot of teams would have done that. A nade goes out, but it's going to be, ooh. If that nade had been cooked by Denver well enough, that would have been beautiful onto Kabooms. But Kabooms, he is now making his move, and IQ, he is being silent, he is being slow. He is waiting for the inevitable push to come out from the final victorious member.
That's just it, Bart. It's all coming down to sound here, and they're going to try to do their very best to execute.
Good nade. Goes a little bit too far. Kabooms has to peek on over. The mutant is strong. It does get one, and now Miraruim, they've heard the shots. They know that they need to kind of push. Damage has been done on to Mimic. Chuck over peaks, finds Quinn, but can he find the? He does find two. Flax finds one, but Miraruim finds the final kill. 11 kills for them, 21 points.
Yeah, 11 kills. Congratulations to Miraruim there for finalizing that match. Almost 1,900 damage out of Victorious Gaming. Very difficult position.